Once again, we have a busy chapel, but we'll begin chapel this morning with a chapel talk by Faith Phillips. Please welcome Faith.
Good morning. My name is Faith Phillips. Nicholas D. Kristof once said, 500,000 die around the world each year in pregnancy. It's not biology that kills them as much as neglect. 4 months along my mother's pregnancy with me, not much larger than 8 inches long, I was killing her. The placenta separated from the womb, and I was killing her to survive. The doctors were going to immediately abort me, but she refused. After 6 months of blood transfusions and bed rest, we both made it out healthy and safe. I believe that people make decisions not thinking about what is at stake and how those decisions affect other people. 4 months into my mother's pregnancy with me, I almost killed her. Now, 17 years later, my selfish decisions are again harming her, almost killing her again. The older I get, the more freedom I seek. I don't want to listen to my mom's rules. I only want to discover who I am as a person while not really caring how or what it takes to get there. Growing up with a single parent made going out and doing what I wanted a little bit easier, seeing how I only had one parent to please and not two. I would come home late, be somewhere completely different than what I told my mom, and then I would also lie about who I had really gone to see. I didn't see the problem because it was my life anyways, and it shouldn't have mattered to anyone else, right? My decisions to live the sweet life and to do whatever I please only seem to have effect on me because the decisions I made for myself had absolutely nothing to do with anyone else. This assumption was one of the biggest mistakes I had ever made. If you knew my mom, you would know that she worries about me all the time. She is constantly calling to check in and making sure that I'm not making any destructive decisions. You would know that she is one of the most caring people out there and fears for the safety of her children. Her fears concerning me and my dishonesty did not mix well together. My choices, my free life, were not only pushing my mother away from me, but they were killing her from the stress and neglect I forced upon her. It wasn't until recently when my mom grew sicker and began going to the hospital more frequently that we learned her body was killing itself because of stress growing as a threat of eating her organs, and my lack of care for her, which led to the loneliness of depression. I was killing her. When I found out her days here on earth might be cut short if she could not get control of the craziness in her life, I panicked. How could something this awful happen to someone so wonderful? I was killing her. This was one of the hardest mistakes I have ever made. What had happened to her was like squeezing toothpaste out of a tube. I couldn't take back all that I had already done. I didn't know how to fix the problem either. I decided that I needed to change who I was as a person and to think about all the consequences my actions inflicted on others. I needed to stop the hurting by bringing two souls back together one step at a time. Life for my mom is now lived day by day, as she sees how she has progressed and then continues to fight for her life every day. I have come to believe that the decisions one makes affects a larger group of people than just that one person. Life is what you make it, but your actions also make or break the lives of the people around you. I was killing my mother, but now I'm trying to bring her back to life. Don't let one decision be one too many. Thank you.
Thank you, Faith. That was courageous and a really important message. And I'll keep your mom in our prayers. So thank you. That was a great talk.